Alright, y'all, Type Lumina's been out for a few weeks now. You might have got your BC air throw combos down. You start hitting them in matches. Every time you do, they start hitting stuff like this. You might ask now, how can I beat people that do this to me? And the answer to that question would be something like this. So you might be asking, Drudy, what is that? What are you doing after the air throw there? And why are you not doing a second set of BC before your air throw? And what I would tell you is that we need to talk about some things that exist within Type Lumina so that you might be able to understand this concept and why it works. So Melty has a ton of movement options. We're going to be focusing mainly on the air ones. That's kind of the whole point of this video. It's going to be a lot of air mobility stuff. So in the air, you have a big variety of movement options, right? You have a single jump, which you can do what we call neutral, which is holding up. You have a back jump and a forward jump that can also be done a second time, your double jump. We have as well our super jump, which launches you way across the screen. That can also be done as your double jump. Doesn't seem to send you as far, right? But it gives you a little bit more mobility on your second jump. It also goes a little bit higher. And then we have air dashes. And unlike other anime fighters, Melty Blood allows you to do these options in any way you'd like. So you can do something like a regular jump into an air dash into a double jump. You could do a regular jump into a super double jump into an air dash. You could do a super jump into like a backdash, into all kinds of things. So for your super jump, that is input by holding down and then up. You just tap up. So when you get a little bit better, this is more of like tap down, tap up quickly. Again, for your super double jump as well, it's the same input. And then for air dashes, you can do air dash forward and air dash back. This is input by pressing either the forward or back direction twice in quick succession. Apologies. And this will enable you to do the air dash. I also want to note that for your air dashes and dashes in general in this game, if you press the A and B buttons, that also will do that input for you. You just have to hold the direction. So you can hold forward and press A and B, or back and press A and B. And that will also do the air dash for you. You can also open up your menu here, go into your button settings, and pick any button you like to set as what we call a macro. So in my case, I play on keyboard. So for me, this is one of my keyboard buttons. So for me, whenever I jump, I would press forward and then press one button to do this air dash. This will make things a lot easier for you, and I highly recommend you set this on a button that is comfortable for you on your controller, your keyboard, your fight stick, whatever you're playing the game on. You're hitting your combo like this normally, right? Your double jump combo into air throw. You might try to do a button or something, like an air dash button, or you might run up to just try to hit them again, right? But you'll notice that in those two situations there, I was getting hit by this move that Ciel's doing. This is her reversal move, so it's a move that will go through any other kind of physical move like this. There are some exceptions to that, but generally we'll go through most physical moves like that. And you'll see a lot of, especially new players, they will either press their fast buttons like these 5A buttons, or they'll learn that they have moves like this, reversal that Ciel has, and they will use them a ton after you do a combo to them. So what that little setup I was doing in the corner does is we just do the single set of air buttons into your grab, and you'll notice you still get your double jump as well as your air dash. So with our understanding that we save both our double jump and our air dash by doing just the one set of buttons in the air into our air throw, we're able to do some pretty interesting things. But you'll still kind of notice that there's one little piece of that missing from what I had shown you earlier, which is this jump C. This kind of claw move that Red Arc does here is my jump C. This will look different for your character. So you'll have noticed that I was doing my jump and then my air dash and then a jump C before landing. In a fighting game, when you knock somebody down, it depends on the move. In this case, it's going to be our air throw. You'll see that she kind of is in this position where she lays on the ground and then has to get up. We call that a wake up, right? So as Ciel's doing a wake up, she can't actually do anything else. You see that she finally gets that little punch out after she goes through this whole animation of standing up. This jump C is what we call a meaty. It's going to be a button. I'll show you quickly. That you'll see it says counter there. I'm hitting her before she's able to actually get that attack out on her wake up. So the purpose of that JC, you'll see like this, after the air dash, is that if she tries to press a normal button, you'll be able to hit her, and then you could go right back into whatever combo you want afterwards, right? So we understand now the concept of this meaty attack, which is going to be the attack that hits them when they try to press like a normal button like this, or, you know, whatever button they feel like pressing. All people will press all kinds of things at beginner level and stuff, right? So that setup I had shown you earlier, we do just BC air throw into a double jump and then an air dash. That does give us time to block here. So we would do a jump, whether it be by holding up or up forward to do a forward jump, and then your air dash, which by now hopefully you have on a macro. If not, it's forward like we said, or A plus B and then forward. And when you land here, if you hold back, or ideally you want to crouch block in case they press a button that will hit you low here, that would enable you to block this reversal move that normally would go through any other button you press. The setup I had shown you earlier enables you to kind of cover both options. So if Ciel were to wake up and press this jab button, or wakes up with this reversal move that would normally go through your button, she has the reversal option here. You'll see that my button comes out, but if she does the reversal, I still am able to block. And then let's set her to do a physical attack here. So with the exact same timing on the setup here, you'll see that her trying to do that 5A, she also gets counter hit. So either if she presses the 5A here or the reversal option, we either block or we hit her. So what you're going to be doing here, I'll turn on inputs for this so that you can kind of see what I'm doing more specifically. What I'm doing is I'm doing this double jump, this air dash, and then this jump C. But then what I'm doing is as I hit the jump C, you'll just hold down and back. And what this does is if your move comes out and they're pressing a normal button, it will hit them. Otherwise, if they do a reversal move, you land and kind of cancel this move, and it enables you to block. So I'll show you again one more time. If we set her to do the reversal. All right, she's doing the reversal now. Blocked it. And then with the same set of inputs, if we set her to do a jab, I didn't do the same timing, but you get the concept, right? The button will come out and hit her, and then if she does the reversal move, we block. So this kind of setup that enables you to cover both a button and a reversal option is traditionally called a safe jump. The idea being you're doing a jump and then a button, but it enables you to be safe afterwards, regardless of what they pick. In this game as well, though, on defense, you have access to shield. So these setups that I'm going to show you today, after I get all this explanation done, they will lose to them pressing shield. There are answers for you as the one doing the safe jump. If you guys are interested in a more in-depth kind of discussion on this, or you want to know answers to things like shield or more meaty setups or anything like that, definitely let me know in the comments. I would be more than happy to make videos over certain characters, over more general ideas of the game. I'm totally willing to do that. Just let me know what you guys would like to see. As well, in this game, I'm going to show you quickly, your backdash has some form of like invincibility. So if I have Ciel here do they say backset, backdash. In that same situation, you'll see it says reversal and she doesn't get hit by it. So these setups will also lose to backdash. The two options that these will lose to are backdash and shield. They still are safe though, that is the great thing. So if we set her to shield here, or to say standing shield, you'll see that we still land in our blocking. So if they shield, try to do any counters or anything out of the shield, we're totally safe in that situation, which is the whole point. You're not going to beat everything, but you're kind of safe from almost everything. All right, so now hopefully you have some kind of loose understanding on the air options you might have available in the game. You have some kind of understanding about how media attacks work, and I've introduced this concept of a safe jump. So before we move forward into the big part of this video, which is going to be setups for all the characters in the game, I also want to let you know that a lot of characters are going to have a throw, like in Ciel's case here, where they put you on the ground, a regular grounded throw. Not everybody is going to have this. Red Arc, for example, just throws you across the screen and you don't get to do anything. This is important to note because I'm also going to show you these similar kinds of setups that you can get off of the grounded throws for the characters that do have them available. Another thing to keep in mind before we move forward is that these are going to be setups that are pretty simple, and they're not going to be necessarily the best setups for your character. These are just kind of your first step while you're learning the game so that you're able to kind of apply these more advanced concepts in your games. There's going to be setups off of things like your EX moves. You're going to have setups off of certain special moves. It just totally depends on your character, what tools you have available, and I encourage you to explore those options yourself. But if you're struggling with that and you might want some help or some kind of guidance on that, I am totally willing to do that research and the practice myself to help any of you guys out with any questions you have or any videos you might want to see. So definitely, like I said before, go into the comments, let me know what you're trying to see, sub to the channel, and you might see something that will help you out later down the line. Another thing that I'm gonna throw on the screen for you real quick is this, we call it number pad notation. So for each setup, I'm gonna have on the screen the inputs you're gonna do after the air throw that are going to let you get your safe jump. I'll leave a link in the description below as well that will let you have this image for reference. And so some examples are 7, which is like your back jump, 8, which is your neutral jump, and 9, which are your forward jump. There's also going to be some other notation. I'll have a little key up, hopefully somewhere above me, letting you know all the ones that are going to be included in this video. And then last thing, the format for this is going to be from the top left, starting with regular arc, going down the row of hers on the character select, and then we're going to go down each one until we reach the end, which is going to be, I believe, red arc as well. It is going to go air throw versus a button, air throw versus a reversal move, and then it's going to move into throw versus a grounded button, and throw versus a reversal move. If your character doesn't have these options, you won't see them show up. That is kind of why you also need to explore these options yourself, because you're not always going to have the same universal option available in every situation. As well, if you're looking for a specific character or you want to come back to this video to reference specific ideas or setups yourself, I'm going to have chapters and timestamps in the description so that you can click around and look for whoever you might be specifically looking for or a specific scenario that you would like to see. And with that, guys, I hope you enjoy the last couple minutes of this video going through every character in the game. Again, if you have any kind of video ideas that you'd like to see, any characters you're struggling playing, learning, playing against, any of those things, please let me know. I would be more than happy to help you out or do that research myself if I don't know, to help everybody out. Just let me know in the comments. You can also follow me on Twitter and send DMs or at me with ideas there. I'll leave those kinds of information in the description as well. So with that, thank you guys so much, and I hope you enjoy the rest of the video.
Oh my god. 完成畳むのやつ
行くぞまだ行くぞ行くぞこの隙が取った行くぞ
ちゃうか
寝た行くぞ
痛いですよキャリバー
まだ行くぞ
ちゃうか痛いですよキャリバー
まだいけるまだいける
ちゃうか
まだいけるくそ
ちゃうか
まだいける
こぼすなよ
まだいける
小手調
まだいける
べ生きるなよちょいと言ってな
くそ
ビバビーノ
くそ熱い
飛ばす
まだいけるまだいける熱い
シュー
まだいける
軽い
くそ
攻める
まだいけるまだいける
動いちゃダメよ
まだいける
ちゃうか動いちゃダメよ
まだいける
いくよ捕まえたいくよちゃうかはいよいしょいくよ
まだいける
ぬか漬けですよ
まだいける
ぬか漬けですよ
やるやる
おいしゃが過ぎますお注射で
まだいけるやるやる
おいしゃが過ぎますここからあいにくでしたね
くそ
ここからあいにくでしたね
くそ
強い
まだいけるくそ
重い浮きますよいしょもう一回じゃあご案内します深くお待ちください